Welcome back to the Daily Vent. The next topic on the list is... Oh, this is a bit of a longer one. I'll just read it out to you. We got to break the cycle of swing left, swing right. The right is currently on the side of freedom. Let's not lose that. Prevent becoming the monster you seek to destroy. Make sure you only identify bad ideology. Make sure you only identify bad ideology and sin as the monster, not people. Although people can become monsters, there must be a path to redemption. I think this is coming from like kind of the genuine attitude of trying to hate the sin and not the sinner. Right, because all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. And so I think the idea here is that, yeah, like Tim Pool said on his show before, be careful fighting monsters lest you become one. That is a quote from probably some work of literature that I can't remember the name of, or a quote from a writer or something like that. Again, like credit to whoever wrote that. I didn't write that. But it's so easy to lose ourselves in the thick of things. And we probably have seen that happen a lot. And, yeah, don't lose yourself in all of the commotion, because that probably happened a lot over the last 2 years, and a lot of things probably really didn't need to happen and weren't worth it in the long run, but at the time we did it because I guess it seemed legit at the time, or it seemed like a good idea at the time. You know, how many bad mistakes were made that way? And it's like this cycle of swing left, swing right, where it's like, you know, over the years, you know, people go to the right, and all of a sudden people go to the left, and then people go to the right, and then go to the left, and like as the attitudes change over time, as parties change over time. And I guess maybe the heart behind of me writing this is like, stop with the being tossed around all the time, and just stick to your convictions. Maybe part of this is the idea of like, don't be the kind of person that's just playing the angles all the time. Essentially, don't grift. I think maybe that's the idea. Well, actually, no, I don't know if that's what I'm saying here, but that's also a good point, is don't be a grifter. But that's maybe another rant. But yeah, identify the primary issues and the most important things, and maybe we could all spare some time. Maybe we could all try to not bicker about things that don't matter for a few minutes, you know what I mean? And like focus on what are the main issues, what are the real issues, what are the important issues, what are the things that we should actually be focusing on versus what are the things that we could agree to disagree on. That's another thing that we need to bring back, is agreeing to disagree. That's a thing that we could still do, right? And so, you know, let's maybe try to do a bit more of that. But essentially, yeah, like identify the bad ideology, and ultimately sin is the issue here, right? And the Bible tells you what we should do about that. Jesus is the one that can help us with that. And so it's like, yeah, let's identify the real issues and address them, and don't waste time. Don't waste time. So I guess it's almost kind of like a plea for a come to Jesus moment, right? Because if you really want to address the core issue being sin, Jesus is the one that can help you with that. Is the only one that can help you with that, the way, the truth, and the life, right? So I'll leave that there. That's kind of a larger topic condensed down. But yeah, like the right is currently on the side of freedom. Let's not lose that. I think that just in general, right or left, take up good ideology and good things, righteous things, regardless of what side you identify with. Don't lose yourself in the tribalism, and we all need to be careful that we don't let our side cause us to take on bad ideology as a result, just because it's what the tribe's going with. Like this blind tribalism mentality could probably be very dangerous, and so let's not lose sight of that either. But I guess maybe we'll leave that there. That's a topic that I could probably go in a bit further on, although my mind might just kind of be like, okay, where do I go from here? So yeah, I guess I'll just leave that there. So yeah, maybe ponder that for a little bit. You know, what are the things that you are identifying with just because it's on your side of the aisle, and is it something that you should be identifying with, especially if you're a Christian? That's a really good thing to ask yourself. You know, what things am I allowing? Are they good? Are they godly? Are they righteous? Or are they sinful? Right? And hopefully, depending on how you answer those things, you will act as you should accordingly, and try to address those things. So I'll leave that there. Or ideally address those things by, you know, seeking God, right? Well, this has been the Daily Vent.